Yo, it's JP. I'm going to talk today about my newest project. This is very important to me. It's for the kids, and I need your help, okay? One of the things that is happening to poor kids in America that is going unchecked, and it is ugly, it is wicked, it is tragic, it is torture, okay? And I'm not fucking around. I am on the warpath, okay? There are certain dental clinics and dental chains that target poor kids who are covered by Medicaid. And then what they do is they fraudulently diagnose these kids with a litany of dental problems. They'll say a kid has 7 or 8 cavities when they have 1 cavity. And then they recommend super aggressive and unnecessary dental procedures. They implant stainless steel crowns. They perform what's called baby root canals, literally rip out kids' teeth, okay? When this is completely unnecessary, not clinically indicated. They implant crowns on 4-year-olds, 3-year-olds, 5-year-olds, 6-year-olds on a perfectly healthy tooth. They rip out a perfectly healthy tooth. They put in a crown. They do a root canal. They do all of this intense, painful dental work on little kids who are covered by Medicaid so that they can bill the government and get paid for it. So basically, there are companies in America who are running a Medicaid dental scam where they prey upon poor and completely vulnerable children. And the reason why they are able to get away with this and have gotten away with this for so long is because, one, these are poor kids. Their parents are often not the most educated, not the most sophisticated, don't have the resources, can't go get a second opinion. So you're covered by Medicaid. You take your kid to Kool Smiles. Let's use a real fucking name, okay? Kool Smiles. It's 2017, you take your kid to a Kool Smiles clinic. Kool Smiles says, oh, man, Pedro here has got 7 cavities. He needs root canal on 1 and he needs 8 stainless steel crowns. Then they do it, and then they bill Medicaid thousands and thousands of dollars for this. But as it turns out, Pedro had 1 fucking cavity. So they just put this poor kid through multiple rounds of intensive, painful, even traumatic dental work to make themselves some more fucking money. That's a real fucking case. Kool Smiles. Look it up. Look it up. Kool Smiles got popped by the federal government for doing exactly what I just described. They were forcing kids to undergo medically unnecessary procedures. They were faking up cavities. They were implanting crowns, doing unnecessary root canals, all to make fucking money. They got caught. They had to pay the federal government approximately $25 million. And then what did they do? What did they do? In typical American fashion, they rebranded, and now they operate under a whole bunch of different names in different parts of the country, okay? We are currently investigating the rebranded Kool Smiles in the greater Washington, D.C. area, in Maryland and the state of Virginia. It's called Pine Dental, okay? It's called Pine Dental. I need your help with this, okay? This is not for me. This is not for me. It's not for me, okay? It's not. I'm good. I'm good, right? But the children are all our children. We are all responsible for the children. And anybody in America who sits there in their nice, comfortable big house, in their nice suburban neighborhood, and thinks to themselves, well, I don't have to worry about this because it's not affecting my kids. Fuck you in your fucking face. Fuck you in your fucking face. The kids are all our responsibility. We have to look out for all kids. We particularly need to look out for the poor kids, the marginalized kids, the disadvantaged kids, the kids who don't have anybody truly capable and competent and sophisticated in their corner looking out for them, because these are the kids that the system is fucking preying upon. These are the kids who are getting raped in fucking church. They're getting raped in fucking Boy Scouts. They're getting their teeth pulled out by dental clinics running Medicaid fraud. It's always the poor kids who are getting abused and violated and victimized by America. By America. And don't even get me started on America, okay? People have to cut out this rah-rah America horse shit, okay? America has devolved into a complete and utter scam. There are sophisticated, wealthy, powerful adults who own these dental clinics who know exactly what they're doing. They are literally torturing kids and ripping their teeth out for money. And you have repeat offenders, you have companies, you have individuals. They did it before, they got popped, they paid millions of dollars, and they do it again. And they do it again. You look at every facet of American society. Health insurance. Try to use your health insurance when you really need it. Try to get something covered that you really need. Right? Deny, 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 deny. Health insurance companies are literally killing people by denying their claims. You look at pharmaceutical industry. They're producing toxic drugs that do more harm than good. Then they get in good with doctors, and the doctors prescribe the drugs, and then you get hooked on this pharmaceutical drug that's fucking you up and killing you. Try to cancel your gym membership in America. Good luck with that. Good luck with that. You have companies sitting around and saying, it's probably going to take the average person 3 or 4 months to really cancel this, right? Like they'll send in a form. We'll just say we didn't receive it. They'll send it again. We say we still didn't receive it. We keep billing them. We get another couple months of profit off of that. We extrapolate this out times the thousands of members we have. And this is an extra $3 million a month that we can get away with. And there's an arbitration provision here. And so, nobody will ever force us to go into arbitration. The jig is fucking up, people. America is in for some wild times ahead. America's in for some wild times ahead because something has got to give. Something has got to give. You have people in the power structure. In fact, the power structure in America runs on this model. Lie, cheat, steal, extract, victimize, rape, pillage. And as long as you can get away with it, you're good. You're good. So we have to do something in this situation. We have to do something in this situation. For the kids. Okay? For the kids. If you have any knowledge or information about a dental practice or dental clinic, particularly the chains that have multiple locations, particularly the ones that target Medicaid patients. I've heard some insane stories about these Medicaid dental mills. They hire people to go hang out at Walmart in the parking lot in poor areas and offer free dental visits to try and get Medicaid covered patients in the door so that they can then fraudulently diagnose them with a bunch of dental problems that don't exist and then perform all this expensive dental work and then bill Medicaid for it. This is happening widespread in America in broad fucking daylight. And I don't know why we are not hearing more about it. Actually, I do know why we're not hearing more about it. I do know why, right? I do know why we're not hearing more about it. We're not hearing more about it because the victims here are poor kids, and nobody gives a fuck. Nobody gives a fuck. Certainly not anybody who has the resources, the wherewithal, the sophistication to really ferret out the problem. Well, call me fucking Batman, okay? I'm not even going to tell you if I was in charge, okay? And I'm not going to do this, okay? But I'm allowed to say it. First Amendment, freedom of speech, okay? Freedom of speech. This is America in this country. If I was in charge, we would figure out who the people were who were behind these sorts of atrocities. You know, in America, corporate people commit all sorts of atrocities, and you like look at like Mugabe, right? Or Biya, right? Over in Africa. What's the fucking difference, bro? Oh, the American atrocity perpetrator is a company. And companies are people when it comes to money, which is speech, except companies are not people whenever it comes to being accountable and going to jail. America's a fucking scam. It's a corporate welfare state. It's even worse than crony capitalism. It's like this perverse version of anarcho-capitalism where there are rules for you and me, for regular folks. But the corporate overlords, there are no rules. There are no rules. You try to find Wells Fargo, you find Wells Fargo $1 billion fucking dollars. It does not matter. It does not matter. Creating fake accounts, redlining, racism, discrimination, the whole night. It doesn't matter. You can find them $1 billion. They got hundreds of billions of dollars. Drop in the fucking bucket. This is America. This is America. If I was in charge, we would find out who was behind running these dental clinics that prey upon and victimize poor, defenseless children. And we would go old school style, and we would get multiple witnesses to confirm that, like, yes, like, this is the guy who's behind it. He knew all about it. He was the guy pushing it. And we would take a pair of pliers and rip out his teeth without any anesthesia, sedation, or anything. Like, that's what we would do, you know? And maybe if we did that, right? We're not going to do that. We can't do that. It's illegal. But maybe if we did that, right? Maybe if we did that. But if we can't do that, which we can't do, let's just all agree upon that. We can't do that because I'm not in charge. But within the system, as it exists, we have to do something. And so we have to do everything in our power to, one, protect the kids, and two, hold the evil people who are doing this, because evil is a real thing. There are evil people in the world. Don't fucking equivocate on it, okay? There are evil people in the world. And just because you dress it up as a company with a P&L and you have a CFO and you have lawyers involved and everything else, that doesn't change the morality of it. That doesn't change the ethics of it. And this is what so many people in America are so upset about right now. There is evil in the world. There is evil. There is wickedness. There are atrocities being created or being committed, being perpetrated. And whenever it's a company behind the evil, the wickedness, the atrocities, whenever it's a company behind it, the companies always fucking skate. The companies skate. Their people skate. Their lawyers skate. We have got to change that. We have got to change that. When companies do evil, wicked, malicious, traumatic, torturous shit like this for profit, we have to start calling it out for what it is. We have to start holding them accountable, their principals accountable, their lawyers accountable, their accountants accountable. We have to start holding people accountable. Because if you don't hold people accountable, this is what you get. This is what you get. You get dental clinics ripping out poor kids' teeth for profit, when that's completely unnecessary, medically unnecessary. You get dental clinics like this literally torturing poor, vulnerable kids on Medicaid for profit and getting away with it. And I've seen so many situations where the company, the principals behind the company, their lawyers, their accountants, they've got a whole network of enablers. Sometimes their enablers are even judges. Let's start calling real shots on motherfuckers, okay? Let's start calling real shots on motherfuckers. Let's start saying it is what it is, and we're not going to bullshit about it, okay? We have to take a stand. We have to take a stand. We have to protect the kids, and we have to hold these evildoers accountable. And I don't equivocate on that. What they're doing is evil. They are doing evil. They are evildoers. We have to hold them accountable to the fullest extent of the law. The law doesn't go far enough. Doesn't go as far as I would like it to go. But we have to work with what we've got. We got to pull out all the stops. We got to put a stop to this shit. We have to protect the kids, and we have to hold these evil people accountable. If you have any information that's relevant, please find a way to reach out to my office. You can call the Fort Lauderdale office. It's our main office, 954-332-2380. You can send a message somehow. I don't care. You got to send a carrier pigeon. You let me know. I'm on the fucking job. JP, thank you so much.